What's happening? Here we are with a smallmouth bass caught somewhere in Burlington. Nice little lake we fish in. We're going to fillet it, see what's in the belly. Probably going to have Johnny Roaches most likely. And maybe some worms because it's summertime. We're going to get a few of those. And if you're not afraid of some little squirmish worm, don't worry about it. Be inside. We're going to weigh this fish. See what it weighs. Let's hook that baby up here. If I would have messed with it, it would have still been hooked up. Weighing about 2 pounds, 2 1/4 smallmouth. It's a good sized smallmouth for New England. The record's somewhere around, what would you say the record is? If we looked it up, I'd say it's probably about 7 pounds for a smallmouth.
7.5.
7.5. Alright, we're going to step over here, do a belly fillet here. You definitely spread your fins, watch your fingers, press hard. Never go too deep into your fish, because that'll just ruin everything. You don't want to hit the bones, you want to keep filleting smoothly. Good fillet knife is always good. Any knife will work. A lot of blood in this one. There we go, right up to the throat. Cut down. Oh, I love it. Lots of blood. Nice. It means it's healthy. Because you don't got blood, you're dead. Alright, let's get in there with our fingers and do some work here. That's membrane. That's pretty neat. Bass have a different membrane than a trout. A trout would come straight through. This is a belly bass. So we're going to tear everything out. Should come out nicely on this bass here too. Here we go. This is what we're after right now. We'll just move this aside. Let's go in and find out what we got for dinner here. Alright. Alright, we have not much in there. I was expecting fish.
That's right.
That looks like a, there we go, that's a worm. That's a bass worm. These are mostly in bass, Johnny Roaches, perch. Not too much in trout. If you catch trout in a brook, you might find them. There's a ball of them. We can see if they're in the meat, and I'll show you how. We're going to dig through, get underneath that little membrane there. We'll see if they're into the meat. If they're really tainted, you don't have to eat it, but it ain't going to kill you. You cook it anyway. And I'll tell you, cod, every cod you ever bought, ever ate, has worms. So, if you don't want to eat worms, don't eat cod. Okay, I don't see any worms anywhere inside the meat at all. Here we go. Inside the gills, the little black dots, there we go, see them all? That's the larvae of the worms. And we have a lot of them, but they're not tainted. The meat isn't tainted at all. The winter, you wouldn't see any. Summer, you will. Now let's go back to here. We have nothing for food in this stomach. Here's the stomach content. We have some snails. Oh, look at this. June bugs. We have some June bugs in the belly of that bass.
Amazing.
Bass weighs 2.5 pounds and is eating a tiny little June bug. He doesn't care what he eats, does he?
You got any salt? We'll eat them up.
Yeah, we'll cook them up. Now let's see what else we got. Let's pop it again. Let's see if we got some more stuff here. Nothing. Let's move over. We got more worms, but that's okay. Let's move over to the next bass. Scrap this over here. Let's grab one more fish real quick. Pull it over. Let's see what she's eating. With he, maybe she, we don't know yet. Cut the gill again. You see I filleted it quickly before I started here. I'm rushing through it to get through the video, but usually take your time. You don't want to get cut. They have sharp gills. They have sharp teeth. And you sort of want to splatter everybody in the room. Bass are a lot nicer to clean than a trout. A trout, you have to take all the guts out. Ooh, look what we found here. We have ourselves a Johnny Roach. One of their favorite foods. If you can't get bait, you might just use Johnny Roaches. But I'll tell you what, I sell bait and I use Johnny Roaches. So, hey, you want my secret, I just told you. And that's about the average size. And today, we're trying to get bigger Johnny Roaches to catch bigger bass. We're after largemouth, and we caught some beautiful smallmouth. So here we go. Let's look for lice and stuff in here. And we'll rip his guts open, too. There's no, this one's clean. Very clean. Let's go in his stomach and see what we can find. This is the best part of doing this project. If you notice, all the bass guts are together. A trout, everything would be separated, all over the place. Straight through. Oh, crawdad! All right.
Still alive?
Oh, crocky, a crawdaddy. Where are we, crawdad? Oh, geez, nice big one too. New England crawdad. I'd say 3 inches or so, 4 inches. That tells you that his best meal today. This guy was eating. He ate himself a crawdad, and he ate himself a beautiful Johnny Roach. So tell me they're not hungry. And he had the June bugs. So this bass was hungry. He was loving his life till I caught him. And I was actually going to let it go, but he swallowed the hook and bled out. And I didn't want him to, bleed out without eating him. That's not worth it. You don't kill for no reason. All right, that's the end of our project here. I'll take these to the kitchen and clean them. And I'll have a good night. Take it easy.